9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
I'm muted. I apologize for the tardiness because I had an important phone call I had to do. And, well, I don't want to get into more details, but it was a very great phone call that I had. And also, while I was on the phone, I did watch Swerve Strickland taking on Kenny Omega. It was a hard-hitting match. Definitely a way to start off Dynamite because I thought that was the main event, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see what is going to be the main event. Kenny Omega got the victory. If Kenny Omega won, he's the #1 contender for the AEW World Title. So it looks like MJF might have found his new challenger for AEW Dynasty. So a lot happened there. We're also going to have Darby Allin taking on Roosh for the first time. So there's a lot of things. But like I said, this is your timeless elite, your PR princess, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me. Apologize for the tardiness. I had to take care of an important phone call because your PR princess is always busy. And I had to take care of that because that was really important. But like I said, it was definitely a banger of a match between Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland. Definitely a way to kick off the show. Obviously, of course, like I said, Roosh taking on Darby Allin. We also have the AEW Women's Championship on the line. Thekla taking on Mina Shirakawa. My main squeeze, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong are taking on the War Dogs, Clark Connors and David Finlay. And also we're going to see the return of MJF. So there's a lot happening. And we are en route to Dynasty. Okay, so now we know, just confirmed by Excalibur, Darby versus Roosh will be the main event with no countouts. Oh my! So Darby, he's gonna start his journey because he said he wants AEW Gold, but it's gonna be an interesting road on how it's gonna be an interesting road for Darby on getting back to the AEW World Title. I'm very intrigued on how his journey is gonna add up because he says he wants AEW Gold. He's calling out MJF. The last time these two fought, you guys know what happened. It was a good match. But we'll see where his road ends. And I'm very excited to see that. But yeah, we're in Minnesota. We're in Minnesota for AEW Dynamite. I guess Mr. Bossman wants to start off hot. And also, me and him need to have a chat because I did see he did a live video on just Twitter. Sir, we need to talk about that. And also, yes, breaking news happened right before I got on, and I shared it with the WWE team on the chat. Thekla, courtesy of Fightful, Thekla signed a long-term contract with AEW. And I think that's a really good, solid move that Bossman did because I do see Thekla being a primetime player for the women's division within AEW. You have her. You have Willow Nightingale. Obviously, you have Timeless Toni Storm. Even with Mercedes, because Mercedes may not be around that long, but you want to have some long-term players. Like Tekla's definitely one. Julia Hart, Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, Chris Statlander, Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, Thunder Rosa. I'm also including Nyla Rose because we haven't seen Nyla Rose. We haven't seen Hikaru Shida. I'm including them. And also a reminder to March Madness. Oh, there's Will Ospreay. It's Will Ospreay. He's calling out Jon Moxley, Mr. Will Ospreay. Oh, in Winnipeg. Will Ospreay's calling out Pac. It's going to be... Oh, yeah. He's talking about what happened at Forbidden Door last year. Who was the cameraman? He's calling him out in Dynasty. Will Ospreay's calling out Jon Moxley, but he wants to face off with Pac at Winnipeg. But he wants Jon Moxley at Dynasty. Oh boy. Looks like this is the bonus match. Yep, this is the bonus match. Oh, it's a mixed trios match. So it's going to be Marina Shafir, Daniel Garcia, and Moxley. Very curious who they're going to face. Very curious. Very curious, because I don't know who their opponents are, but very curious. Who are they going to face? Because we know Tony Storm is out. Roddy and Orange are facing off against the War Dogs. Darby Allin's facing off against Roosh. Very interesting. Because I'm trying to put my finger around it. Willow and Harley are dealing with Lena Cross and Megan Bain. Who's it gonna be? Oh, nice. Speedball's taking on. Ooh, Skyflight. Nice. Zada Steel and Top Flight. And this is actually good for them. And I actually love that they're aligning with Christopher Daniels. I actually do like it. Skyflight. That's actually, it's going to be a really good one. And also, if you have not been paying attention, not on Collision, but the last couple of weeks on Ring of Honor, Skyflight's really making a name for themselves. And we saw Zada Steel play a no joke to Marina Shafir. So I give her credit for being spunky. I give her very, very credit for having a lot of spunk in her. But this has been building up. I would not underestimate Skyflight one bit. I would not underestimate them. But of course, it's a 6-man intergender. Anything goes, but Will Ospreay is calling out. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, we do have a 6-person intergender match. Starting off with Zada Steel and Marina Shafir. Yeah, Zada Steel is no joke. I've watched her in a few matches of Ring of Honor. She's somebody that I would not want to mess with. Of course, she would have Layla Gray with her, but she is recovering from her torn ACL she had in December. And we do wish her a speedy recovery. And yes, if you notice, Claudio's not there. He lost the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship to Hechicero, who is the new champion, by the way. So it's funny. The Doghouse family lost some gold, but now they regained some gold with Hechicero, which actually is a smart choice because it's nice to see Hechicero get some wrestling. But we see Zada Steel taking on Marina Shafir, which, like I said, Zada Steel's no joke. I would not underestimate her one bit. It's going to be very interesting how Tony Storm, with this whole mystery of Tony Storm. Shout out to Jeffrey in the chat. Always happy to see you and happy you pulled up for AEW Dynamite. I know everybody is not into AEW. It's not their cup of tea, but there are some good parts in it. Now, do they need to improve on storyline, consistent storylines? Absolutely. Do they need to do improvement on their women's division? Yes. But there are a few spots that they have that are good. We just want AEW to be better. I want them to be better. So, but here comes, I was going to say Dante. but that's Darius. Darius taking on Daniel Garcia. Yeah, Darius is in the ring. Dante is with. I watch AEW because I'm bored. Jeffrey, come on, that's not an answer. You don't have to be bored. There's some stuff in AEW that's exciting. Don't watch it because you're bored. Shout out to Eddie Foster in the chat. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday, getting over their hump week. If you're joining with me, you missed a banger of a match between Swerve Strickland and Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega got the victory, so he's the new AEW. He's the new number one contender for the AEW World Heavyweight title. We have a bonus match in here for the 6-man intergender tag match. We have Top Flight and Zada Steel, part of Skyflight, taking on the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Daniel Garcia, and Marina Shafir. You'll notice you don't see Pac, you don't see Claudio. No board meeting, nothing else on TV. Well, yeah, that's true. There's nothing else on TV. Well, if you're a fan of sports, there is baseball happening. It's opening week. All the baseball stores. Also, with the fact too, March Madness is going to resume tomorrow, so there's a lot of commotion within the world of basketball. All right. See, I like Skyflight. I'm liking that they got this build. I love that they're with Christopher Daniels. They're really getting this hype. Also, it's nice to see Scorpio Sky back on TV. And even though it's on picture in picture, I would not underestimate Skyflight one bit. But it would be kind of funny if they did get a win and like Will Ospreay distracted them. That would really post a boost. Nice. That's okay, Eddie Foster. Well, yeah, but it would be it would be interesting with Kenny. It would be interesting because I said this last week. It would be hilarious if Swerve was the EVP, because I said to myself, could you imagine Swerve being EVP? That would be insanity. That would be like insanity. And it would just be insanity. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with Swerve being EVP. That would just be funny. But yeah, I'm looking at this match right here. I mean, hey, Skyflight is really putting an effort into there because they are no slouches at all. Yeah, and also with the fact too, I just realized with Dynasty being in Canada, of course they can't do it without Kenny Omega because he's from Canada. So can't go wrong with Kenny. But yeah, I would not underestimate this trios match. This is not a joke. I'm really happy. And it's intergender rules too. So Marina Shafir is gonna throw a punch. I would love to see Zada Steel throw a slap into Daniel Garcia, because that would be something that I love. That would be something that I love. So Daniel Garcia didn't do the no, Jeffrey, where have you been? Since Daniel Garcia has been with the Death Riders, he hasn't done his dance in one bit. But I'm really excited to see Skyflight. And also, I need to see more Scorpio Sky on TV. I need to see him. Look, I know everybody's been asking me with Toni Storm and everything else, especially with Toni and everything else. Listen, as a person that represents Toni Storm, I will say this. She was in New York over the weekend for the big event, the big event that happened in upstate New York. So I did see photos of her because she looked great. She interacted with fans and everything else. I mean, you got to take it up with her hubby, Juice Robinson. I'll say this as the person that represents Toni Storm. Whatever happens. If she wants to take a break, she can take a break. I will not have a problem with her taking a break, because this will still be timeless Elite Wednesdays, even without the timeless one, because emphasis. But we're back live with AEW Dynamite, and we have a trios match. We have Skyflight's Top Flight and Zada Steel taking on the Death Riders, Marina Shafir, Daniel Garcia, and Jon Moxley in an intergender match. And I just realized we are in Minnesota, and it's the hometown of Top Flight. I just realized it. I just realized it. I just realized it. So, but Christopher Daniels is cheering on the sidelines. Cheering on the sideline. Look at Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia's looking at Zana. You better focus. My goodness. Yeah, I just realized. I didn't even realize it because they were in Minnesota. This is Top Flight's hometown, Darius and Dante's hometown, which is great. Tag is made to Zana Steele. I would not take on. Zana Steele is definitely going to be a blue chipper looking on because, like I said, she's been putting a work in Ring of Honor. She's putting a lot of work in, and I love that she's building it. I know people are constructive criticism of Ring of Honor, which it should be, because I do think they have a lot of good programming. They really, really do. I've watched a few of their matches and everything else. And also with the fact too. And also, I know people want to bash Tony. It's actually really smart that they're doing it in Jacksonville since AEW is based out of Jacksonville. And it plus gives them not much time to give them a lot of space. And especially similar to like the performance training camp where WWE has it in Orlando. This could be something for Jacksonville. I mean, I want Ring of Honor to really be good. I just think Tony needs a lot more assistance. She needs a lot more assistance. Tony, Mr. Bossman needs Zana. I did say Zana Steele. Jeffrey, okay. Well, I'll do that. Oh boy, that little bald-headed runt, he came in. Zana Steele. Okay, Jeffrey. Well, here comes John Moxley. I think he's trying to do the doomsday device on poor Zana. That'd be funny if Will Ospreay came out and he just distracted it. Ooh, nice counter by Zana Steele. Pushing Marina Shafir to John Moxley. See, she has a few tricks up her sleeve. But I do think, and Daniel Garcia. Come on, Zana. Oh, you threw a punch at him. She threw a punch, and here comes both Darius and Dante. She threw a punch. Zana Steele is no joke. Here comes Christopher Daniels taking out that little Red Wheeler Yuta. Why does everybody got to beat up on Christopher Daniels? What did Christopher Daniels do? But like I said, it would be pretty hilarious if Will Ospreay just showed up out of nowhere. That would be pretty hilarious. Oh, and Zana Steele took out that little Red Wheeler Yuta. That was smart. I give her brava. Love it. Danny Garcia is trying to put a submission hold. The Dragon. Dante. Marina Shafir with a counter onto Dante. Oof. Poor Darius. Darius is all by himself. And then obviously put the stomp in. It was a good match. It was a really good match, but your winners is definitely the Death Riders, Marina Shafir, Daniel Garcia, and John Moxley. I know, but this was a really good match. I was happy to see Skyflight get some reps on the AEW Dynamite. It just would have been funny if Skyflight got the victory since they were in Minnesota, because Darius and Dante are from there. That would have been pretty surreal. But the Death Riders are unified. But like for Will Ospreay, yeah, it's going to be very interesting with Will Ospreay, because Ospreay wants John Moxley at Dynasty. He wants Pac at Winnipeg. What if? Oh. John Moxley wants a microphone. I guess we're going to hear what he has to say. Well, Let's hear what Jon Moxley has to say. Jon. Even when he's heel, the fans still chant Moxley. Well, Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay for AEW Dynasty. Jon Moxley accepted the challenge. Well, but that's exactly right, Boza. We don't know if it's for the Continental Championship, but we do know it's a grudge match. It is a grudge match. Yep, look at the card. It's going to be a non-title match. Will Ospreay taking on Jon Moxley, our second official match at Dynasty. And I have a feeling if we're not going to get the ladies for Anarchy in the Arena, I have a feeling it's going to be probably Will Ospreay and a group of misfits taking on the Death Riders. And they're showing from last week. Oh, look, it's the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks, we're talking about their match. Talking about their match from Revolution against FTR after their loss. And they're showing the main event from last week. Well, it looks like we're gonna get the Young Bucks trying to break their own record and be tag team champions for the 4th time. Oh joy! This is just me throwing sarcastic confetti. Oh joy! Well, it's gonna be interesting how the tag team, because I did talk about this a couple weeks ago on the tag team side. But here it comes, Speedball Mike Bailey, 1/3 of the trios champions. It's like whoopee. I mean, this is nothing against the Bucks. You say mean things a year ago. Say it's not cool. I don't even know. But yeah, we have Rocky Romero, another bonus match. We have Rocky Romero taking on 1/3 of the trios champions, Mike Bailey. We know, I was going to say Juristico. Mystico, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey had a successful reign, successful title defense over the weekend where they faced off against members of the Don Callis family on Collision. It was a good match. And I know, right? It's just a good feeling. No Don Callis tonight. I don't want to see that bald Mr. Peanut Man. Who wants to see that creep? But it's a bonus match. Speedball Mike Bailey taking on Rocky Romero. So this should be a good, fun match. Obviously, of course, we do have the AEW Women's Championship match. Thekla taking on Mina Shirakawa. Of course, we have my main squeeze, Freshly Squeeze, and Roderick Strong taking on Clark Connors and David Finlay. And also the main event, for the first time ever, we're going to have Roosh taking on Darby Allin. For the first time, as Darby Allin continues his quest on obtaining AEW Gold. It's going to be an interesting side quest that Darby's going to do. I'm very curious on where that's going to go. And also, don't mess with Speedball Mike Bailey, because that man That man has legs. See, look, Speedball Mike Bailey has legs of fury. That's no joke. No joke. But I'm happy he does have goals within AEW. And he's going back to his native land in Canada. Even the kids love Speedball Mike Bailey. I'm very happy to see Mystico and Jet Speed be the trio champion because I'm not going to lie. If you really look at it, the mid-card division in AEW is a little more entertaining than the mid-card division on Raw. Because when you really think about it, there's, well, not the tag team division because they need work. But if you look at some of the other competitive for the mid-card titles, like the trios, the TNT, on the men's side, it's actually really interesting to watch because there's a lot of competitiveness. And bringing in a rack of contenders. I don't know either, Jeffrey Speedball. I mean, I guess he's used to it. I don't know how, because I would be very scared if I had to break one of my toes if I had to wrestle barefoot. 3, and your winner is Speedball Mike Bailey. And also with the fact, too, Umaga had to wrestle barefoot as well. If you remember Umaga, he had to wrestle barefoot. But yeah, here comes Speedball Mike Bailey. Okay, so they're showing highlights from the Texas death match that happened. I don't want to look at highlights because that was interesting. But I don't want to look at highlights for the Texas death match between MJF and Hangman because that was gruesome. It was a gruesome match. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely a main event, and we're gonna hear from MJF. Very curious on what he's going to say. And also, we now know Kenny Omega is now the number one contender. Is the new number one contender. So that little scumbag's coming up next. The walk. Oh boy, it's gonna be very interesting. And he just got back from his trip to Disney World because Alicia posted photos. She recently posted photos today on their trip to Disney World last week. Oh joy! But like I said, you are joining with me. We're almost at the 9 o'clock hour. We're almost at the 9 o'clock hour. We're definitely killing time here, but want to thank everybody for joining with me on Timeless Elite Wednesdays with me, because even though my Madam Timeless is going to be out for a while, I still can bring you Timeless Elite Wednesdays. And plus, I got 5 other people on my camp that I support. I support the Brawling Birds. With Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor, who, by the way, picked up another victory over the weekend. So definitely an interesting route for the Brawling Birds. Obviously, of course, I got my guy, Orange Cassidy, because Orange is Orange. He does this thing. I don't have to worry about him. And also, we have Caster and Bowens, because it's interesting if you watch House of Glory last weekend. They're not the Acclaimed, but they teamed up together just for one night. I don't think it's just a one-night thing. I think it's going to be a progressive thing. And also with the fact, too, WrestlePro is next weekend. So shout out to the team of WrestlePro. I'm very excited on that because Max Caster and Anthony Bowens will face off against each other. The not so acclaimed as of right now, because Anthony apparently he wants to join the Ops with Hook and Shibata. So it's going to be very interesting on how that is going to play out. And also with the fact too, I mean, hey, if it's a good solid storyline that could bring the Acclaim back together, I'm in on it, because I think there's a void within that tag team division. And this is nothing against like Edge and Christian, love them, nothing against FTR and the Young Bucks, but it's like there are other tag teams in that division that they could help elevate. I would love to see the Outrunners go back with FTR. Private Party just came back, and I would love for them to start off very slowly because they do want gold as well. The Infantry is a team that I had my eyes on. I know they're the reigning Ring of Honor Trios champions, but I saw them over at Fourth Rope, and I was like, these guys are a tag team. These guys are a tag team. And also, do want to give a shout out to our friend at WWT Live, Denise Salcedo. She recently did her first live podcast episode in a venue with Willow Nightingale, and it's up on her socials. And she's also doing another one. So if you're in Vegas during WrestleMania week, feel free to check her out, because she's going to have Shotzi, and she's also going to have Mackenzie Mitchell from TNA. So it's definitely going to be a big show. If you are there, please support her. Shout out to Will Rilla Sports from the UK. Oh, Jeffrey, it's going to happen. We're gonna get Denise. Boss Lady is working on it because she lives in LA too. So Boss Lady's going to work on it. But of course, we have our reigning and defending AEW World Heavyweight Champion, wearing boldly in blue. I should say baby blue, but crazy. Oh boy. Well, let's see what the reigning champ has to say. Oh boy. Let's hear what the champ has to say after beating Hangman Adam Page. Well, he's the champ. You're a great athlete, but you're a jerk. Oh boy. I know he's gloating about Hangman. He's still giddy about Hangman. Are you done? Is he going to keep saying ever? Oh, Lordy. I wouldn't say easy. Tony Schiavone. Did he really call himself Big Hebrew? Oh, lordy. I mean, I know why, because he's Jewish. Oh. Oh, lordy. Wow. And speaking of former champions, here comes Kenny, who, by the way, had a victory earlier today against Swerve Strickland. I'm very curious on what Kenny has to say. Because it's not the first time these two have met before. And shout out Lynette in the chat. I know you're want to see Bianca back. If she's not back at WrestleMania, I could see her back at SummerSlam. But we'll talk more about Bianca because I know that's been a question that everybody wants. But let's hear what Kenny has to say. Oh, Kenny. I wouldn't be shocked if MJF took a shot at Kota Ibushi since he's out. Not the first time. And Excalibur said it. This is not the first time they met. They met before previously. The fans do love Kenny in Minnesota. Kenny needs a microphone. Kenny, but he also is helping out his best friend Hangman. You can hear the fans still chanting for Kenny. They are chanting for Kenny. Yeah, because last year Kenny Omega missed a lot. Well, not last year, the year before. Oh man, Kenny. I kind of knew it was going to be a Dynasty since it was going to be in Canada. Well, it's official. You can tell he doesn't do handshakes. Come on, Kenny. You know that. He does not do handshakes. And Will Raw Sports won. I know a lot of people say they want Kenny to be champ. It's crazy. We have 2 matches. Do bye, mwah, and good night, bang. So we have 3 matches. We have 3 matches. 3 matches for Dynasty so far. MJF versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. Obviously, of course, we have the AEW Tag Team titles on the line. Edge and Christian taking on FTR. And Jon Moxley taking on Will Ospreay. My God. Oh, so if you're a fan of hockey on NHL and TNT, Edge is going to do a post game. Oh yeah, and they're showing it from earlier today. And here's Edge and Christian with Finlay. Christian, jeez, Christian. You can tell they've been friends for so long. Well, interesting words to say from Edge and Christian. And yes, Jeffrey, that was actually Christian. He said cage and cope. That's what Christian said. But oh yay, we got to deal with that weasel and the reigning AEW Tag Team Champions. Tony Schiavone. Yeah, he's on his feet. It's a miracle. I'm very curious on what the aftermath of the tag team division is going to be after Dynasty. You got muscles. Oh God, Jeffrey. Oh Lordy. Well, interesting words to say for the tag team champions. Hoorah! I just hope this is the main event. That's all I have to say. Oh! And speaking of unexpected surprises, here's my guy Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. And look, Roddy's wearing a Conglomeration shirt because over the weekend he says he's officially part of the Conglomeration. Even though I'm still mad at him, he look at Orange Cassidy, Stokely. Look, Mondo wins. Hey! FTR pushing. Look at Roddy. Lordy. There's going to be a lot of interesting stuff. Oh, man. I mean, what? What? Just Dax and Cassidy, they can mess around with Orange Cassidy and that Weasel Stokely? Who do they think they are? Messing with them. Because what do they do to them? We got a tag team match happening. We got the Dogs, Clark Connors, David Finlay, and of course, I'm pretty sure Gabe Kidd is somewhere lurking. But yeah, David Finlay and Clark Connors taking on Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy. And we saw them misfitting with FTR. Interesting promo with FTR. I mean, obviously, put a weasel in the back. Hey, look, I would pay money to see that. I would be on the edge of my seat, eating my popcorn and enjoying that match to the fullest. Orange Cassidy would whip that weasel's butt. But going back to the tag team division, because I know it's revolved around FTR, the Young Bucks, and Edge and Christian. I'll leave Edge and Christian out of this. But I think it's going to be interesting on how the landscape's going to change after Dynasty. Because, look, I just don't want the tag team division revolving around them. Because there are good tag teams that they could work with. But I just have this feeling. I have this feeling that the Young Bucks are going to turn heel. And I know this is going to sound crazy, and I was thinking about this for a while. What if they turn heel and aligned with FTR and just ran ramshack over the entire tag team division? That would be crazy. That would be very, very crazy to do, because, like, you could run a ramshack over the tag team divisions, and if it's not going to be Edge and Christian, then this is where you can bring other tag teams to the fray that can step up against the Young Bucks and FTR. So, but we'll talk more about the tag team division soon. Switching gears with Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong taking on Clark Connors and David Finlay of the War Dogs. Feel free to put in the chat on who you guys got. It should be, hey, Jeffrey, that would be something if it was a steel cage. I mean, hey, I would, oh, dear God. I was going to say steel cage, but I was going to say keep Edge far, far away from steel cages, especially after what happened at Double or Nothing in 2024. I would say steel cage, but not heels. Not heels, Young Bucks, just start. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that would be really interesting. I don't know if they'd be heel. Yeah, I was like, keep Edge far away from steel cage matches. You could do a tornado tag match. You could do like a Tex or Canadian tornado tag match, or you could do a Canadian stampede all you want. I don't know, but going back to this tag match. Ooh, Clark Connors, Dave Finlay caught Orange Cassidy. Woo, nice counter. I mean, I'm happy him and Roddy are getting along, but I'm still pissed off at Roddy because he called Orange Cassidy an idiot a couple years ago when they were feuding for the international belt. I didn't appreciate him calling him an idiot. Jeez, Clark Connors ran through Orange Cassidy. Ran Roderick. Woo! It's going to be very interesting because I know we haven't seen Gabe Kidd since last week's coffin match against Darby Allin. We know Darby Allin will see him in the main event against Rouge for the first time, which is crazy. They waited so long for Darby Allin to face off against Rouge. Oh boy. So but it's on Picture in Picture Live. So, but again, we're almost at 9:30 and happy you're spending time with me for Timeless Elite Wednesday. It's been a pretty good solid night. It's been a pretty good solid night getting us ready for Dynasty. So far, we have 3 matches on the card. We have 3 matches. I'm sure we'll probably get more when Collision hits this weekend. It's going to be very interesting to see how some of the storylines progress. Also, with the fact, too, we're almost at that point of the Owen Hart Cup men and women's tournament. I'm very curious on who's going to be a part of it, not just for the women, but also the men, because There's a lot of segues in between. And it looks like, I don't know if we'll see. I would like to see a shift in the tag team division because it looks like it's going to revolve around, well, Edge and Christian, obviously, because we love Edge and Christian, but FCR and the Young Bucks, which I just feel, and I think this is just me. I feel sometimes, I don't know if this is like a Tony thing or somebody within the front office. I think they're depending too much on FTR and the Young Bucks when it comes to their tag team division and not letting the other teams shine in a way. Because when I was really thinking about this, because there's a few things that were not unfinished, especially when the Outriders were feuding with FTR. I think there was a lot more that they could have done. I know when Private Party is back, they still have to like really get in the groove set of everything. I know Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, he's out with an injury. So, but Jack Perry is the new AEW national champion. So at least it gives Jack Perry some other work to do. And of course, my guys, well, they're not the Acclaimed as of yet, but gotta build it very slowly. And one of my bold predictions is I do have them reuniting by the time Wembley hits, because they were part of the first two Wembley. So I will say, out of all the tag teams in AEW, they were the ones that had the more balls when they confronted both the Young Bucks and FTR. Just saying. But we're back live with AEW Dynamite because we have a tag team match happening. We have the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors, taking on my guy Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong of the Conglomeration. Clark Connors tried to block it, but Orange tried to make the tag to Roddy. Well, and who would have thought? Roderick Strong, a part of the Conglomeration. Orange, he's just like, what am I doing? you cannot go wrong with Orange Cassidy, and that's why he's a Jersey boy. But Roddy's putting in a beating, and it's crazy. And you know what's crazy? Clark Connors and David Finlay are going up against both former AEW international champions on the same team. That's a fact right there. Even though I didn't appreciate Roddy calling an Orange an idiot a year or two ago. But he started to grow on me. Roddy is starting to grow on me. He just has to learn to trust Orange. And after everything that he put Orange through, even though he mistreated badly, he still took him in as his friend. So I love it. I'm looking at the tweets. Roderick Strong wearing a Conglomeration shirt. Never in my wildest dreams, I never thought I would see him. Ooh, a little bit of a miscue from the War Dogs. It's going to be very interesting because, ooh, nice tag team. Nice teamwork by them. I miss her. I know. Well, he said it. He said, well, not Adam, but he said Renee during his interview on Close Up with Renee Paquette, which I thought was really funny. Quick kick out by Clark Connors. That was. And also, I forgot to mention Taz is back on commentary. I forgot Taz was back because I didn't mention it earlier. So happy to see Taz, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur on the commentary desk. Tag is made orange. A little bit of a miscue. Oh, man, that was a nasty clothesline. There's Orange Cassidy. Nice DDT from off the top rope on the David Finlay. No? What's Orange gonna... Ooh, that was a nasty hit by Clark Connors. David Finlay has Orange Cassidy outside the ring. There's Roddy. Ooh. Oof, that double team. You need to throw him out. What's Orange doing? What's he doing? Yes, Jeffrey, this is a good match. Look, man, no head. He has his hands in his pockets. Look, man, no heads. Oh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Orange. Hopefully, when all this is over with the AEW World Title picture, I need Orange Cassidy to get back in there. Once this whole storyline thing is over, get him back in there, because I wouldn't mind seeing him be champ. And there's a reason why he's a 2-time AEW International Champion. Ooh, nice leap. Ooh, striking to the knee. Ooh, that's a nice tag team. Oof. Well, they got to get the victory anyway. I guess we got to give them the victory to the War Dogs, because after that loss from Revolution, they need to start building momentum. So, I guess you got to give at least the win to them, which I guess, because it's going to be very interesting on how this is going to play out. So pretty much it's like 1-1. Well, it's nice that Roddy's helping out Orange. I know, but so far it's 1-1. Both victories. Ooh, and we have the new reigning AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. Well, we did see, yes, Megan Bayne and Liga Cross are gorgeous, but we did see on Collision over the weekend the Babes of Wrath putting out the challenge to Lena Cross and Megan Bayne, which I have a feeling is going to happen at Dynasty. I have a feeling it's going to happen there, which I'm okay with that. But now we got a double main event, as Bosa said. But before we even get into our double main event, and we are on commercial, March is Women's History Month, so we have to support all the women, not just on the majors, but everywhere. Major, independent, local, even the women that are doing broadcasting, ring announcing, backstage interviews, everywhere. Because we get to celebrate the past, the present, and the future of women's wrestling.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might think he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Support everything that you need for the Women's Wrestling Archive. But we're going to kick it off with the ladies, the AEW Women's Championship. Thekla taking on Mina Shirakawa. These two ladies are no strangers to each other because they wrestled in Stardom. So they know each other very, very well. It's going to be very interesting. It's definitely going to be a lot of physical in this match. Obviously, of course, the big question is, who attacked Toni Storm. Who attacked Toni Storm? And Jeffrey and I were saying this last week because I don't think it's Marina Shafir, because Marina, most of the time, she's with John. So it's like, I don't think John would command that in a way, since she's right by him. So we did say Mina Shirakawa is a possibility with the fact, because there's a lot of clues. There's a bouquet of flowers that Mina got from a secret admirer. We also have the little bit of a hammer that Penelope uses. Interesting. We have some interesting clues happening. So it's going to be who attacked Toni Storm. And we're hearing from the TNT champ, Kyle Fletcher, with his belt pinky. Now Kyle Fletcher wants for the AEW World Title. What's Kyle doing? Oh, Takeshka. Takeshka. I mean, you can't break these guys up. You can't. And it would just be heartbreaking to see them, because when the Don Callis family started, they were the first two that came into the fight. So it's very interesting to see. Kyle Fletcher is putting a call out to MJ. Yeah. Oh my. Shout out to Frederick Cole in the chat. Well, it's going to be the $1 million question. Who attacked Toni Storm? I'm not going to say Marina. I'm not going to say Mercedes, because the only way I can see it being Mercedes, she has to pay somebody to do it. She has to pay someone to do it. So we shall see on that. Now here comes the toxic spider, Thekla. Oh, Boza, you said a wildcard guest was Ronda Rousey. Well, after we find out on her vlog, that's the only appearance she's going to make for AEW, but we shall see. Yeah, the only way I can see Mercedes is she paid someone to do it. But yes, they're showing the photo of my darling starlet. Who it? I know. We don't know what's happening with Ronda, but we shall see. It's going to be the $1 million question, because I think it's going to be, and I know he said last week that with Mercedes, but you're going to need more than Mercedes to help out with the AEW women's division. And I do think it's a good opportunity because you got a lot of ladies that you can make a lot of good storylines in between. And maybe Mr. Bossman needs to stop focusing on his shiny little toys that he gets and focus on who you have on your roster that you haven't used in a while. That's just a quick thought. But we have the AEW Women's Championship. Mina Shirakawa taking on the Toxic Spider Thekla. You remember, these two ladies know each other very well from Stardom. And of course, we have our main event, a no count-out match. Roosh taking on Darby Allin for the first time. Exactly. You got to focus on what you have. That's what I'm thinking. You need to start using some of your roster already because we don't know what's happening with Dr. Britt Baker. I would love to see Nyla Rose back on TV because she is a former champ. But you got to focus on what you have. Like, don't focus on the shiny new toys because then you don't want to play with them anymore and you're going to get tired of them. Just focus on what you have on your roster because you have many people that you could do storylines with. I haven't heard Nyla Rose in years. I know Nyla Rose is still on the roster. We just don't know where she is. I know she has a podcast with Thunder Rosa. What I feel like there's going to be a lot of physicality with these two. And also, I think this is going to be a good test for Tony, the executive people, and even outside creative. Like, what is a women's division going to look like if you don't have Tony Storm? If you don't have Mercedes Moné coming back? You have plenty of women that you can. Like, obviously, you have Willow and Harley because that's your biggest baby faces. Thekla, she's your women's champion and she just does well as a heel. And the Sisters of Sin. You also have the Brawling Birds. Oh, yes. Tiana is the reigning Ring of Honor Pure Women's Champion. And she will be helping out when Ring of Honor and Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling have an event happening. So she is defending her title, which is great. Yay! Friday. And yes, Boza, I know Nyla Rose is going to be doing stuff on the independent scene. And that's supposed to be really fun. What she's participating in during WrestleMania week. It's so fun. These two ladies are going to have a hard-hitting battle with each other. Well, yeah, it came in with a lot of steam and it just like boop. But I think this is where Tony and not just Tony, but everybody in creative needs to learn how to progress on them slowly. But I can hear Mina screaming, "This is for Tony." I would be shocked if it was really Mina, to be honest, because she was getting a little bit jealous when Tony developed a friendship with Orange Cassidy. I mean, hey. And also with the fact, too, Tony is the most over star in the women's division. So who wants to take her spotlight? But we shall see on that. I'm still waiting for her versus Jamie Hayter because Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter, and it's not because they're under my wing. It's just because Jamie Hayter and Tony Storm have a story that needs to be finished. because they were teasing it a little bit last year, and I need to see Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm, which hopefully we'll see that in the future. I want to see Jamie Hayter versus Thekla again because she was the first woman to give Thekla her first pinfall loss. But I know her and Alex Windsor are building the Brawling Birds. In my fantasy, I want to see Asuka versus Io. Ooh, that would be a really good match. Asuka versus Io versus Kari versus Julia versus Mina. That would be crazy. That would be definitely something to watch. And also, with the fact too, I know WWE's had this issue because they don't understand they don't understand the Asian audience, which is really, really hard to do, or they just don't know how to market. And I know that's something that we talked about on Women's Wrestling Talk within the last year is really learning how to market. And also, this is something AEW can learn because they're in partnership with New Japan. They can learn off, they can really learn the audience, the Asian audience in that demographic. And it's a really good opportunity. And also, you could display Takeshita as the main event star, especially for your Asian audience. Your women's division, you have it for Thekla and Mina. You just need to capitalize it and execute it. I know, Boza, but the good news is with Alex Windsor, she's the reigning New Japan Strong Women's Champion. So I'm okay with that. And we're back live with AEW Dynamite. We have the AEW Women's Champion, Thekla, taking on Mina Shirakawa, and they're showing that replay from a few minutes ago because Thekla, she gave a interesting backside to Mina Shirakawa. And yeah, it's Jeffrey. Julia has been taking English classes because she wants to learn her English. Thekla is doing Toni. Oh, Lordy. She is really milking Toni Storm. That is definitely true heel work. She is definitely doing Toni Storm. Oh, man. She's just replicating Toni Storm. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty bold of her to do. I'm not even mad at her on it. That's pretty bold. Oh, they're gonna announce the matches on Collision. Okay, so Collision this weekend. They're gonna have the AEW Women's Tag Team titles. The Divine Dominion taking on the Babes of Wrath. We're gonna have Ace Austin taking on the Psycho Killer Tommaso Ciampa. Ooh, nice dropkick by Mina. One. Ooh, she's really putting the punching on it. Oh, man. Well, I'm happy Collision's live this weekend because I know March Madness has been a little bit crazy, but I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of moving parts when it comes to March Madness. Slaps in the face onto Thekla. Oh, man. Nice move by Mina. What's Mina doing? Drop kick off the top rope. Quick kick out by Thekla. Ooh, Mina's putting that submission hold. She's pulling Tekla's hair. Oh, man. Whoever her sadistic. Whoever her sadistic. Well, Jeffrey, I don't know because we did see our own Mr. Councilman Will ask Thekla a question, and she said she liked him. So I thought that was really funny. Make sure to check out on socials. Some of our people from WWT were at the media scrum for AEW Revolution. So, ooh, that was a sucker punch Mina made. Oh my God, that was a spear. Both ladies are down. I would not be shocked if this had no time limit. I would not be shocked if it ended in a draw. That was a nasty spear Thekla made. Thekla with that belt. My goodness. Oh, man. I know, Jeffrey. She would be hip on the kayfabe podcast. Oh my God, I'd be cracking up so much. What's this? Oh, that's the brass knucks. She got brass. That's why she's called the toxic spider, ladies and gentlemen. She got the brass knucks. Oh man, Mina put that. And also, next question is, who's going to be Thekla's challenger? I know, right? Oh man, she did use that in a way. No, Bosa, you're not crazy, because I was just saying, like, who is going to face Thekla at Dynasty? And I think there's a lot more to say. I don't know about Logan Paul about that Thekla. She has her own version of the brass knucks. But here comes the Sisters of Sin with Thekla. Oh, and Renee Paquette's in the back with Kenny Omega. I do like Renee's jacket. It's just filled with roses. I do love her clothes that she gets. Oh, Lordy, we're going to have a contract signing next week between MJF and Kenny Omega. And surprise, surprise, it's in Winnipeg next week. Oh, Lordy. It's bad enough we had to deal with a press conference. We got to deal with a contract signing? Oh boy. Speedball. From one Canadian to another. Speedball's making his claim because from one Canadian to another. Because Speedball said if Kenny was champion, he's coming right for him. It's just weird how they're still shaking their heads going into commercial. Winnipeg home to a certain Canadian. Jeffrey, I saw what you did there. Yeah, that was a long handshake. I saw what you did there, Jeffrey, with Winnipeg. We're not going to name his name, but I know who you're talking about who lives in Winnipeg. Shockingly enough, his contract is frozen. Like, let my hand go. Yeah, that was a long handshake between both Canadians. But yeah, next week for Dynamite, we have next week. I know. Yeah, next week. It's funny. Next week they're gonna be in Canada. Yep, that's the only thing. That's the only official match that we have for next week in Winnipeg. Oh, they won. Because now we have 3 matches for Dynasty. Don't know what other matches we're gonna get for Dynasty. It's going to be very interesting. But yeah, they start their trip to Canada. In Canada. In Canada. Yes, I think, yeah, Boza, they did tease it earlier that Will Ospreay wants to challenge Pac next week in Winnipeg. Right before he faces John Moxley at Dynasty. It'll be very interesting. It's been a solid night so far for AEW Dynamite. Do you want to thank everybody for joining on this watch along? I know I was late, but I had to take care of an important phone call because I know I was running a little bit late, and I got on towards the end of Kenny Omega versus Swerve, which was a good match to kick off, by the way. And yes, Will Ospreay, he's coming personal because we all saw what happened at Forbidden Door last summer. We saw what happened. Will Ospreay wants revenge. Now, if they're not going to give the women anarchy in the arena, I can see Will Ospreay and the Death Riders. It's just Will Ospreay has to find some team of misfits to go against the Death Riders, which shouldn't be that hard to find. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people. I'm sure there's a lot of people that really want to get their hands on the Death Riders. It's just Will has to find a good team. And that was I was. Yes, Jeffrey. It's all good. And I'm happy that I was able to be on for Dynamite for the rest of the night because I couldn't afford to miss tonight. And also with the fact, too, we get a rare treat because we get to see Darby Allin back in the main event again. Oh, yeah, this guy, Ricochet, in the Gates of Agony. I'm surprised he showed his face after last week. Me too. I'm surprised he's on live TV. I think they're going to run this back at Dynasty. Jack Perry and Ricochet. Well, the demand's putting everybody on notice. I know it did sound like Ricochet was losing his voice. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. And plus another thing too, I would like to see the Gates of Agony get in the AEW World Title picture. It has been a while since we've seen Roosh on Dynamite. I mean, I know Roosh has been on Collision, and also he just came back from a serious injury and was on Ring of Honor for a little bit. But it's for a treat because we get to see Darby Allin in the main event. And Roosh, by the way. I know La Facción and Contender wants those AEW Trios belts. And they're showing what happened on Collision this past weekend where La Facción and Contender just made a muck out of their opponents. And they want to make a claim on the Trios belts. They want to take on Mystico and Jet Speed, which I think that would be really good. It would be really good. And as I said earlier, the mid-card division in AEW is starting to pick up a little bit and more intriguing than WWE's mid-card division. Because there's so many angles that they could go with. It's like you don't even know what to expect and you have a bigger idea. Well, here comes Darby. Here comes Darby Allin. There he is. Darby. Here comes Daredevil Darby Allin. And he doesn't have a skateboard with him. There he is. There he is. And it's crazy. This is the first time ever. Roosh and Darby Allin. Is Darby a fake? He could be. Darby's he's out from this world. Oh lordy. Well, here we go. We got our main event happening. No count out for this match. For the first time ever, Roosh taking on Darby Allin. Also, Boza, he could be a favorite, but I still am holding out hope that Will Ospreay is going to be AEW World Champion at All In this year. So I'm still holding out that Will Ospreay is going to be champion. I believe that. But it's going to be interesting on seeing Darby's side quest on getting back into AEW Gold. It's going to be an interesting road that he's going to take. And I'm ready to sit back and watch. But Roosh is putting on a beating on Darby Allin. making him taste steel steps. Feel free to put in the chat who you guys have. Do you guys have she calls the question? Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's gonna be very curious who's gonna be in it. He's like a modern day Mick Foley. I'm surprised you didn't say Jeff Hardy, because it's like a mix of like Cactus Jack and Jeff all rolled into one. I know. Oh man, Darby. Darby's holding on to that knee. I hope it doesn't hurt him. But yeah, Roosh is like really putting a stamp. Ooh, look at Darby. I can't say nothing about Darby because he's crazy. And with the fact too, the man just climbed Mount Everest. How many wrestlers do that and come back in one piece and still wrestling the next day? He's gonna be I know, right? He's gonna be feeling that forever. He's gonna be feeling that. And he's also getting ready to be married soon. Bless that woman's heart. Ooh. But like I said, feel free to put in the chat. Do you have Roosh winning or do you have Darby Allin winning? Oh man, Roosh. Crash and burn. Look at this replay. Oh, yikes. Oh boy. Man, they say you effed up. Oh lordy, Roosh is biting Darby's head. Darby's busted open. Well, no surprise there. Darby's busted open. So wait, he's getting married. Lord, yes, Jeffrey, he's about to be married soon. I don't know when though, but he's engaged. He kept that low key. I don't know who the bride is, but she's a lucky person. But it's in picture. They're showing the commercial for Collision. And Roosh has just really been putting a damage onto Darby Allin. Darby Allin obviously is busted open, but it's Darby. What do you expect? Darby is going to be Darby. But like I said, thank you for joining with me for Timeless Elite Wednesdays with me. Yeah, no post show after this because you kind of saw all the action that happened. It was a solid card all around. We now know we have 3 official matches for Dynasty. Obviously, we have the AEW World Tag Team titles. We also have the AEW World Heavyweight title, MJF taking on Kenny Omega. And we also have Will Ospreay taking on Jon Moxley. Non-title, by the way. This is a grudge match. So far we have 3 matches set for Dynasty. I'm sure we'll probably get more in the coming weeks since we are on the road to Dynasty. Also, next week we found out in Winnipeg there will be a contract signing for the AEW World Heavyweight title. MJF and Kenny Omega. That's going to be an interesting doozy. Yes, those are going to be the top 3. I'm sure we're going to have some other matches come in. I'm surprised we saw Ricochet tonight after what he said last week, but Jeffrey, you're way behind. Roosh has been this aggressive for quite some time. He said, you match with the bull, you get the horns. And especially after the match that he had with MJF, I think it was last year, he had a match with MJF. And there was a lot of physicality in that match. But yeah, Roosh has always been that aggressive. It looks like Roosh has the upper hand here. And Darby trying to get up. The poor man's bloody. He's trying to hold on to his knee. I know. It's like I said last week regarding Ricochet. Ricochet, this is going to be something he's going to have to do. It's going to take more than saying I'm sorry. It's going to take more than that. And that's like a long-term plan you got to work on, sir. And there's a reason why the PR people, well, I'm not going to make assumptions, but I would think. But yep. Oh my God. Well, actually, it doesn't shock me. Darby Allin's busted open. He's used to pain. Him and Mox are used to pain. But we're back live with our main event. For the first time ever, we have Roosh taking on Darby Allin one-on-one in a no count-out match. Main event of the night. I can't believe we're wrapping up AEW Dynamite. Oh, I guess he didn't want to. Oof. That was a kick to the face. And he was smiling about it. And of course he does it. But look at Darby. Darby's like, I'm not dealing with this nonsense. It's a good thing it's not a no disqualification match, because Darby would have had his skateboard. It's a nice treat to see Roosh on the main event spot on Dynamite. So Collision, we know the AEW Women's Tag Team titles will be on the line. Megan Bayne and Lina Cross taking on the Babes of Wrath. Ace Austin taking on Tommaso Ciampa. And also we know, it is the main event. I wanted the tag team titles to be the main event. But I understand why they did MJF and Kenny, because Kenny is from Canada. So they want to save the best for last. Oh, and next week on Dynamite, it will be Pac versus Ospreay. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. Darby Allin just sprinted between the ropes on the Roosh. Oh, Darby. Yeah, I think he's trying to do a coffin drop. Oh, he's biting Roosh's head. He's biting his head off. Oh my goodness. He's really biting his head off. Well, it looks like Darby Allin. What's he going to do here? Is he trying to do a crossbody? Yes. Drop kick onto the chair. Well, the bottom. Well, I think he might have hit him. I think Darby Allin might have hit Roosh in the grapefruit. Oh, that has to hurt. It's not going to hurt. It's going to really hurt the next day. If you see it, his whole head is busted open. Get them a piece of meat. Oh, shit, Jeffrey, I'm just cracking up so much. All I have to say when it comes to Darby Allin, God bless that little man's soul. Just God bless us. God bless his soul. Look at Rouge. She's trying to intimidate Darby. Ooh. It's like a slap fest on the chest. Look at that. Oh my God. Here comes Rouge. He's like slapping Darby. What is this? This is like a slap fest? Code Red. Quick kick out. That was a quick one. It was almost 3. I will say this is a good solid main event, and I'm happy like some other guys within AEW are getting well-known guys in AEW are getting opportunity to be in that space. So Rouge is really kicking him. Darby's like, come on. He's like, come on and bring it. He's not afraid of it. What is wrong with him, Tony Schiavone? Darby Allin's resilient. He's immune to pain. He's used to this kind of stuff. Can't go wrong with him. Ooh, nice move. Right, nice counter by Darby. What's it gonna do here? 2, 3. Darby Allin picked up the victory. Oh, his band-aid was coming off. Darby Allin picked up the victory. I forgot he had a band-aid on, especially after I don't know how Darby survives. Last week he had a coffin match. This week he survived Rouge. Busted open and what? Mark Davis? What's Mark Davis doing out? Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Members of the Don Callis family are doing MJF's dirty work. They're taking out every person that's a threat to MJF, and they're starting with Darby Allin. And look at Andrade. Andrade looks concerned because Andrade also wants the AEW World Heavyweight title, and he wasn't too fond of it either. So look at this. Poor Darby, he's all by himself. Look at Andrade. Even Andrade doesn't seem happy. And I think that's what it is. MJF wants to take out every single person that's in his way. Doesn't matter if it's Darby. Doesn't matter if it's Will Ospreay. Yeah. That's why he's putting out. Well, that's an interesting way. That's an interesting way to end AEW Dynamite. Very interesting. But it also does progress a lot of stories because, like I said, Darby Allin is on a journey on getting AEW gold. Oh, yeah. Like, it's definitely looking like it's... But even Andrade didn't look pleased on it. But it's going to be interesting who the Don Callis family is going to target next. Because there's a lot of people that want AEW gold. It could be Darby. It could be Bandino. It could be Brody. It could be Will Ospreay. It could be Swerve Strickland. Doesn't matter which one. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting sight to watch. But that wraps up AEW Dynamite. I don't mind seeing. I just didn't mind seeing him, period. I didn't mind seeing him. I don't want to see him at all, period. But of course, we're probably going to see him at Collision this weekend. Also, it's going to be interesting, too, because Kyle Fletcher also put a stamp on MJF for the AEW World title. So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, that wraps up Timeless Elite Wednesday for AEW Dynamite with me. It was a solid show all around. Did all the parts it needed to do to get you ready for Dynasty. We now know the 3 matches for Dynasty. I'm sure we'll have more matches in the coming weeks, probably on Collision this weekend and in the coming weeks. But yeah, that's pretty much a way to end it. And it has been a fun night. I'm very happy to be with all of you. You guys know where to follow me on socials, but shout out to Eddie Foster, Boza, Jeffrey, Aaron Teagle, Lynette, Will. Hold up, because I'm going to butcher the name. I'm going to butcher it. Let's see. Because I'm going to forget. Oh, Will Rail Sports 1 from the UK. So we shall see what happens, but that wraps up AEW Dynamite. Next week, we have a little trip to Canada, kicking off at Winnipeg. We now know we have a contract signing between MJF and Kenny Omega next week. We know it's going to be Pac versus Will Ospreay next week, because Will Ospreay has his eyes on the Death Riders, so that's going to be very interesting. But shout outs to the rest of my WWE team. They are doing amazing work. Make sure to check out the Kayfabe podcast, because you're going to have both Honey and Dion, because they have the keys, and I know it's going to be an interesting one. But make sure to do that. Make sure to check out all of our content on there. Do not miss Friday's edition of WWT Live, because we will be doing bold predictions for TNA Sacrifice, which will be happening on Friday, and lots of news happening in the world of wrestling. But this is your Timeless Elite signing off, because she's got to get ready for some sleep. But thank you all for supporting Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. Have a great evening, and I will see you back here on Friday.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.